Coming to you live once again from the Flagami Studio. Hello, everybody, and happy Friday.
I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV.
Well, hello, everybody, and greetings. Yes, we're back, and the RV DJ is here. The bartender has arrived, and we have cannoli. Mucho cannoli. Luxurious ASMR, hello there. And we have Lucky Duck Productions Motivators. Hello, Sue, how are you? By the way, hello and greetings to all the moderators, keeping it clean and civil here. Although usually, it's the times when we had lots of trolls, those times are long gone. Jackie Roman, hi, Robert Ely and everyone, happy Friday. And Michelle K, hello there. Oh yeah, by the way, Sonia, congratulations. I'm gonna have to send you a rubber ducky now for your Jeep, your Gladiator. Young Dave, greetings from San Jose. Yeah, when we go back to the West, we have to make a stop at San Jose. And YouTube wants me to insert an ad, and I don't want to do it. Leslie Evans, another exciting Friday chatting with Robert and your fellow Pelican heads. Cheers from Arkansas, Ozarks. Beautiful area. Even though we haven't really been to the Arkansas Ozarks, we've been more like to the Missouri area, but yeah. Hey Kabuti, hello everyone, hope you're having a great Friday. It's been good so far. And Cindy G and Raul Medina, happy Friday to you too. And Sherry from Alabama, and Jean Stark and Miss Amanda J, how are you? Hello Robert Ely and my fellow Pelican heads, happy to be here from my sick bed. Oh, sick bed, I'm so sorry to hear that, I hope you're on the mend. Pete Diaz, hello Pelicans, on a very stormy day in Key West. It's been kind of rainy and crummy here in Miami too. DG, happy Friday, and everyone, happy Friday to you too. Nice to see you again, Robert. Hey, Remy Pasión, good morning to you. And oh man, so many of you here today. Well, it says 116, but it feels like more. Tropical Caper from chilly western North Carolina. Colors are improving daily, I can imagine, yeah. And Wandering Wilma, happy Friday, Robert and Ely. Have a wonderful weekend. You too, Gerald. Hello, Robert and chat. Everybody at the bar getting tipsy, except me. We're doing a little bit of a detox here. So, Uncle Mal, hey to Robert and all the Pelican heads. Finally, a nice cool day in North Carolina. Today, I'm just drinking some Topo Chico mineral water from Monterrey, Mexico. And, we misbehaved during the trip, so we're trying to cheers. There's something about this mineral water that somehow it tastes better than like San Pellegrino and the other stuff. Jean Stark. And we have Emma's leader. Buenos dias. Good morning. Let me change this. I don't know why it defaults to top chat, and I want to see live chat. Hey, round Goober Bunny and Cristina Espinosa Flores. A happy blessed Friday from Los Banos. And Baby Roman says, hi, Niño. Well, hello there. By the way, speaking of cannoli, I know all you guys were talking about the cannoli. I just finished editing my M25 video, and we did have cannoli. That was a fun one. I love Topo Chico, especially the lime version. I like the lime version too, but I learned that even though they put natural flavor, anything could be a natural flavor. So I that's what I was gonna do actually, but we didn't have time. I was gonna take one of these and just squeeze the lime in it, and that's even better. Any update on the ORV? Well, I got an email. I sent him an email, and it looks like it's going to be early November. And you know what that means? These things always get delayed. And the one plan that I have, and we have reservations, and I have to do late November, right before Thanksgiving. I'm doing a hike, and not alone. You know, I'm doing it with a friend, and it's gonna be in the Grand Canyon. So that's something that I've been really looking forward to doing, and we might be able to do it finally. But yeah, the ORV is being built as we speak. Smash the likes, yeah, pre-thumb. Hey, trailer traveling Gord, happy Friday. Robert, Eliana Sanchez, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa. Yeah, sorry we couldn't make it to Ottawa on this trip last month, but yeah, it's like there's never enough time. Me and bro love this show. Well, thank you. And Big Jim Slade, hello everyone from sunny but cool Central Kentucky. Well, in Miami, it's kind of cool by Miami standards just because it is been raining all day. But according to my computer here, it's 78 degrees out there. So, yeah, not necessarily a... John Mason Smith, your podcast was great. So much Highway 66 info. Yeah, and I'm trying to revive the podcast once again. I know the podcast took a hiatus for a couple of weeks there, but now I'm here and even though we're gonna be traveling for the rest of the year, nothing is gonna be like super hectic. So I'm gonna see if I can. By the way, the next Friday is gonna be from here, but the following Friday the live stream might be from on board a ship. We'll see. We'll see if we have internet. Natalie Driscoll, good morning. Daylight savings here, so a little later, 9 a.m. All right. Well, glad you're here. Happy Saturday morning to you. And hello from Sammy Joe from Whitehorse Lake, New Mexico, the Navajo Nation tribe. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Emma Slid, yeah, we love the Grand Canyon. What we're thinking of doing is taking I think it's the Bright Angel Trail down to the ranch down there, and then do like 2 days on the way back up. I've been training. The only thing that I cannot train for is the elevation. So I'm training at sea level here. But I have one of those treadmills collecting dust back there that has an incline setting. So I'm doing a 10% incline and trying to do a happy Friday from Pittsburgh, Jim in DC. Have one of those sandwiches. What's it called? Primantis for me. Hello, Christopher Olson from the great land of Sweden. And young Dave, the rule of Grand Canyon hiking, getting to the bottom is optional. Getting back up to the rim is mandatory. That's what I've always heard. I'm confident we're going to be able to do it. I just have to get back in shape. Hence, one of the reasons why I'm drinking Topo Chico and not an IPA. Tennessee Mountain Mark, hey y'all, got to the karaoke bar. You have my full attention till 7. One of these days I have to join you on that karaoke bar. Sounds like fun. Amanda J, wow, you put that hike plan into action quickly, and the Grand Canyon, that's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna do that next month. Hello, Traversing Mike. And Palm Bay Jacks fan, hello Robert, what is this? I hear you're going on a cruise with a bunch of pelican heads. Hopefully you guys don't rock the boat. Oh, you bet. Let's hope we don't have to row the boat. Rocking, it's a rocking ship. Virgin does have that reputation. I didn't know when we booked with Donovan, but listen to the podcast today when I was doing yard work. Well, thank you, Kaburi. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna try to get some interviews like that. It just makes the podcast much easier and more. When it's only just me yapping away, it's not the same as conversation with someone else. So I enjoyed the podcast too. So much interesting history in Route 66. And that gentleman, he does. I might put up the video on this channel when his book comes out in about a month, because I've flown over the Grand Canyon, a little prop plane. It's one of the best memories. Yeah, we did that back in, I want to say 20 years ago. Um, yes, I enjoyed the Spain trip a lot. I mean, more than it shows in the videos. Um, Squendorf, hello. Do you enjoy riding the west or east song better? Any chance of a north south one? I enjoyed the west better, riding it. The east, just because that was that amazing trip that I did in January, February 2018. The first time that you drive cross country is certainly unique. And then driving to the east, let's face it, I was feeling kind of homesick and body sick at the same time. I wasn't really feeling all that well on that trip, January, the early 2019 trip, and that was the one trip where I brought the keyboard. It's the only song that I've ever produced completely, even the vocals, sang it while on the road. So yeah, let me scroll down here a little bit. Ronald Avellana. Hi, Robert. Greetings from Iowa and the Philippines. Been traveling with you since 2018. Enjoy my IPA while watching show. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And all the way to the Philippines. It's incredible, how we have a pretty large audience on the island chain, and there, halfway across the world. And Jeff Shea, thank you for that super chat. Greetings from Fort Myers. Had dinner in Matlacha yesterday. How's Matlacha? Has it recovered from that hurricane from a couple of years ago? I hope it has, because we wanna. Actually, I wanna speak to Van of Sugar Sand RV Park. See if we can spend a couple of nights there. Edna Kruger, hello from West Texas. And Barry Jones, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Hello. Robert, happy Friday. We got stuck in Kauai for a week and had a really great time there. Have you been? Never been to Hawaii? No, never been to Hawaii, but one of these days. Perhaps a Grand Canyon song is soon to come. Yeah, actually, that will be the second song inspired by the Grand Canyon. So yeah, luxurious ASMR, evening chat. Robert and the RV DJ, drink up roots of me. All right, bottoms up. And Alan Parr, hello all, cheers. Hey Robert, Ilian, Mom, hello moderators and music lovers around the world. Hello Alan and Camaro Man. Happy Friday to all Pelican heads from Houston, Texas. About hitch up and head out to northern Arizona to Horseshoe Outlook. Oh man. We're going out west soon. There's just certain things here in the East Coast. But I hope all is well with Mom these days. Thank you for asking, Leslie. And I told her about the live stream. She should be here any moment. Sometimes she has a hard time finding the live stream, which... and I just upgraded her to the new iOS version, so who knows. And I'm gonna get her a new iPhone eventually, but they're on back order. But she has her days, ups and downs. As any other 90-year-old, Sandra Winners, good evening, traveling. How are things going for you? Did you get that new RV trailer yet? How is Mom? How's your wife doing? Love, Sandra Winners and Jeffrey Reese from Carson City, Nevada. And, well, the RV is coming, but it's still being built. So, hey, Lee Green, happy weekend. Happy weekend to you, too. And Karen DeVries, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Happy Friday. Having an aged whiskey with you. Well, today we are alcohol-free, but we'll be back. Young Dave, my most memorable Grand Canyon hike was coming back from Plateau Point in a hailstorm. That must be something amazing out there and scary. I would be scared of lightning and stuff, if you are like unprotected out there in a bad storm. Jeffrey Shea, still some damage in Matt Lachey, but definitely recovering. That's good to know. Matt Lachey was nice when we went 20 years ago, but it's been a while. Yeah, Sarah Casio, and it's lovely town. It feels like you are. It's a mixture of the Florida, not really the Florida Keys. It's its own unique place. I really loved it the first time I was there. Love Hawaii, a bit closer to me as well. Yeah, we need to go to Hawaii next year. Next year, I have to talk to Greg because we might do it together. Jim in DC, I may try rim to rim after quartzite. We'll have to see if it is knowing or not. Hey, depending how it goes with my just down and back up, maybe I'll join you. I'll have some tent experience by then. STO Adventures, good afternoon, Robert and the rest of the room. Good afternoon. And hey, Red Jaguar, how are you, my friend? Hello to all my friends and the Pelican Head family. It's been a while. We missed you at Hershey this year. She would find the chat if you stop blocking. I'm not blocking. You know what happened to her that she thought she was blocked? She was trying to write like a whole paragraph. And there's only so many characters you're allowed. So that's what happened. And then she thought she was blocked. But no, you know, she's just, she goes to YouTube, but then she can't find me for some reason. It's even though in the computer I had like a shortcut direct to my channel. Maybe if I send her, I didn't think of that. I could send her a text with a direct link to this video. That could work. Edna Kruger stayed inside the Grand Canyon 2 years ago. My window looked out right onto the canyon. Beautiful, awesome experience. That is great. The Grand Canyon never gets old. Brenda Carrillo, saludos desde Tampa. Saludos desde Miami. No worries, I'll take one for the team and have an extra adult beverage for you. Yeah, I think by next Friday. You know, it's the thing. You know, we're going on a cruise, and on those cruises you generally tend to overindulge, and yeah. Pittsburgh, land of launching kill boats. Yeah, some guy, his name was Merriweather, I think. He did something like that. And Remy, nice shirt. Oh, thank you. Actually, the previous owner of Nowhere Grill gave it to me a while ago, and I'm like, you know, I haven't worn this. Hey, speaking of, everybody say hello to my mom. Happy weekend, love, mom. She found us. Rob, another Friday, another IPA. I'm drinking local IPA from Milton. And maybe next time you go through Toronto area, I can give you one to try. Toronto was a great time. I mean, we walked like, I don't know, 11 miles, which is what, like 20 kilometers or something. Well, not quite, but almost. So yeah, it's but what a unique city. What a great city, Toronto. Edna Kruger, thank you for that super chat. Thank you so much. Yay. Sure, hike along. You'll become a Grand Canyon hike guide very quickly. I wouldn't mind. I could spend. I mean, I'm sure everything gets old after a long time, but I definitely I could spend a long time in the Grand Canyon and not get tired. Hey, Mark from Melbourne Beach, Florida. I like that area. Alan Parr. Hey, Robert, where's Nowhere Grill? LOL. Nowhere. It's nowhere. It's in the middle of nowhere, actually. It's actually if you get technical, it's the third closest restaurant to Pelicamp. The closest is probably Walter B's. The second one is the Beach Bar, which now is called the Bird Rack. But that's more like a dive bar, and Nowhere Grill is a gas station that happens to serve food. So the closest place that has live music and decent food and and ambience and whatnot is nowhere grill. So yeah, I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like wearing anything else today. Oh yeah, overdrink, eat. What else is a cruise ship for but to indulge yourself? Yeah, right. So, uh, Coleman Pockinghouse says, sad to see that Route 66 doesn't have much left. Hopefully, some of the towns along the way celebrate the 100th anniversary. I thought it would have lasted at least 100 years. According to the guy that I interviewed, and he's very optimistic about the future of the route. He says, as long as there's a country, there's going to be a route. So, yeah, I'm optimistic too. But I mean, it's gonna evolve like everything. You cannot make your whole reason for existence on the nostalgia. You need to. Some of those businesses eventually are just gonna have to evolve. Make something compelling for people, especially tourists, to go and explore. Did you have much trouble coming back into the States from Canada? Not at all. I mean, they always try to give you a hard time, but no, not really, not really. I mean, they're equally the guy going into Canada too. It's all kinds of questions, and the guy coming back, I forget. He gave us a hard time about. He went into the RV actually. He went and as we told him, no, we don't bring anything. I mean, no contraband. We were there for like 4 days. He asked, is the RV locked? I'm like, yeah. Can I go in? He said, like, I guess I'm gonna say no. So yeah, I gave him the keys. He went in. I mean, it's theater for the most part, I think. But yeah. Anyway, I almost forgot, but I went to the PO box earlier this week, and we have some mail. I've got some mail. I've got this Texas Park and Wildlife magazine. Thank you. It showed up on my PO boxes. Thank you. I'm glad you sent it. You subscribed me to it, and I'm definitely gonna be enjoying reading this magazine. I have some other stuff here. Let me go in order. This one comes from, lo and behold, the Grand Canyon. Yeah. So Mark, who's gonna do the hike with me, he sent me some information about hiking into the Grand Canyon, and he sent me. I think this is an article that he wrote. So yeah, that's him. So yeah, we're gonna do the Bright Angel Trail. Really, really looking forward to that one. That's one of those that it's been on my list for a very, very long time. By the way, thank you, Armando Correa, for that super chat. Thank you so much. Hello, Robert, Illy, and Mom. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you too. What else do we have here? This one comes from Phoebe King from Arizona. And it's a painting of a pelican. Free in my RV. Pelican Camp, Arizona. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And of course, if I ever get to develop it, which I will. I'm kidding. Yeah, there's gonna be a Pelicamp West in Golden Valley, Arizona. By the way, that gentleman that I interviewed for the podcast, make sure you check out the podcast, Living the RV Dream. He lives in Kingman, so we're gonna be neighbors. And I got this postcard from Steve Giblin, the eyeglasses guy, adventurer from he sent it from Rhode Island, and yeah, thank you for the postcard. That's really cool. And last but not least, yeah, I got a lot of stuff at the post office this time around. And this one comes from Let me see if I can read it here. From Bob and Sue, Dvorak, Whitney, Indiana. Thank you. And it's an IPA beer rub. I need to do some barbecue and just try this, at least a burger or something. So yeah, really looking forward to trying this IPA beer rub. Thank you, Babansu. And that's it for our mailbag segment for today. Emma Slater, thank you for that super chat and no contraband. No, I thought about sneaking in some Cuban rum, but I decided not to. There's always that temptation, right? Robert needs a pelican for a pet. Yeah, I would have to feed him a lot of fish. You doing small hikes or you doing the rim to rim? Get yourself a great bedroll and enjoy the beautiful outdoors. Oh, that pelican drawing is adorable. Thank you. Yeah, I still, I have to get me a tent and some kind of sleeping pad. Maybe I'll rent it. I don't know. I have to talk to Mark and see what he recommends because he's done it before. These kinds of things is always do it better with someone who's done it before. Big James Slade, Traveling Robert, we enjoyed the Route 66 movie in Missouri. Looking forward to the video on Route 66 in Kansas, but are curious about it since the Route 66 only for 13 miles. Will it be a YouTube short? Actually, a little spoiler alert. And I'm very discombobulated with this Route 66. In fact, after this Sunday, we're going to take a couple of weeks break from Route 66. Just because, I mean, it's one of those trips that I do not recommend doing the whole thing if you want to see everything, because it is, it's a long trip, and so that's what we're gonna do. And this Sunday's video is actually part of it. It's part of what you already saw Wednesday. Those of you who watched the 3.5 hour movie to the end. But I thought it would be good to release it as one video. Kansas, I'm probably going to release it together with the beginning of Oklahoma. At the beginning of Oklahoma, if memory serves, there's not that much. There's that Native American reservation and it goes down, and I'm probably going to continue until like right before the blue whale of Catoosa. And then, boom, I'm going to do like a long Oklahoma movie, most likely. Can moderator put the P.O. Box address? Well, I can do that too, actually, somewhere in here. No, that's not it. Hold on. Hey, I don't have it here. Tip jar, PayPal. Okay, here we go. That's the P.O. Box. If you want to send me something, send it before the end of the month, if you can, because we might be away for. It's not gonna be that long. We're gonna be away for 2 weeks or so. So yeah. Jim in DC, adding cameras and batteries to your pack should make for an interesting canyon hike. Train with some extra weight. Yeah, I have to. I've been training on the incline on the treadmill, but I'm gonna I've been thinking of taking Starlink Mini actually. I mean, we're not gonna be. It's not like we're through hiking the Appalachian Trail. It's just 2 nights. I would like to do it in 1 night, but it's just 2 nights. It's just food and water. And we probably can get water from the Colorado. You just need a filter, right? So yeah, we'll see. Young Dave just back from a trip to Gold Country, Sonora, Angels Camp, Mercer Cabin, Big Trees, and the State Railtown Museum. Sounds like I can't wait to go to that area. And right now it's getting to that time of the year where winter is upon us. So higher elevation. Route 66 needs more places like Pops, which is fairly new to the route. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for the nostalgia, and whoever can keep those old gas stations and keep them as museums, as a, a reminder of what it used to be like. Yes, but like all those abandoned structures, just kept abandoned. I think it's if someone would, if it is not like a historically important architecturally or whatever structure, just tear it down, build something nice, and I think that would revive the root as well a lot. You offer something unique like Pops, for example. Then again, Pops is it's kind of close to a highly populated area, so it's easy to get to. But anyway, Raul Medina, that's what you were saying. Never mind. I'm reading it again, and I'm not even drinking today. Is Silly going to you and hiking the Grand Canyon too? Probably not. No, that's not her thing. That's gonna be probably just Mark and I. And we need you get to, he was able to get a backcountry permit. You need backcountry permits for that and all that. Is Miami getting the big storm coming through this weekend? The Northeast is buckling down for a big one. I have no idea. I haven't checked the weather. I don't think. I mean, we're getting rain every day, so. Emma's leader, my brother rings me up and sings your intro sometimes to cheer me up. I laugh so much. I'm writing. Our zip code in Naples was 33114. Easy to confuse with your 34133. Yeah. Gene Walker, thank you for that super chat. Yeah, some zip codes are similar, and if you're a little dyslexic, you can get them confused. Hey, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. I'm in Western New York at an RV rally tonight. Always good to get together with RV community and talk about RVs. Yeah, we had that, and that's the video that I just finished editing, the M25 video in which we had too much fun at the Lake of Dreams campground. Somehow it tastes, I don't know, I like it. Maybe the fact that it's in a glass bottle is just cool. Hey, Mr. Brody. Traveling around, do you remember that we sent you something a long time ago called How to Survive Highway 50 when you're going to be doing that? I have it there. And we're probably going to do that right after we finish Route 66. We're just going to probably take the valley, north to Sacramento. We just have to monitor the weather, crossing like around Lake Tahoe, and then Monarch Pass in Colorado, because I'm pretty sure we're still gonna do this. I would love to wait until spring, but I don't know. I'd say storing a Peli Cruiser out west is starting to get expensive, and I really want to bring it back east at some point. What happened at M25 definitely stay there. Yeah, sometimes you forget to turn on the camera, huh? Well, I may have some unedited footage in the cutting room floor that. Need a meetup in Southern California someday. We did one many years ago in Anaheim. Only 2 people showed up. I did it impromptu last minute, and that was in 2019. But yeah, definitely we didn't. Hey, maybe when we finish Road 66, we should plan for that. Let's do a Santa Monica meetup or something. We should be able to figure something out. Determined to explore from the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina. How are the leaves turning up there? I hear, it's that peak is coming. And are we still connected? By the way, it says 305 concurrent viewers here in the chat. And for some reason, I'm not getting any more messages. I'm going to have to backtrack. And okay, here we go. Edna Kruger, have to be careful during November through March when going from east to west. Yeah, if it is too bad, I'll just take I-10. I-10 is pretty safe. But any farther north, you could encounter snow or ice, and I don't want to. Pelicruiser is not the greatest off-road vehicle, so something stayed at M25. I thought I forgot something. Is that a cable? Maybe, perhaps. A red Jaguar, big storm going up the I-95 corridor from Florida to New York. Put our rig on high ground. I put our rig on high ground. The Carolinas expecting flooding. Oh, that's no good. I remember what happened last year. So let's hope not. When we were young, my dad converted an old ambulance, and we traveled around Europe for months on end. We all slept on stretchers. Oh man, that's really roughing it, isn't it? Hey, El Mandalorian, Santa Monica sounds fantastic. It is the way, man. This is the way. We should do it at that famous diner. Mel's. Nah, Mel's is probably not a good place for it. Hi from Colorado Springs. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, Mary Kaminsky. Quendorf, do you have any Florida meetups like in Orlando? Nothing planned, but we should do in Orlando. We should do like the I-4 meetup in Orlando or something like that. Never done one in Orlando. We've done them in Miami, several of them, usually in December. So maybe this year. Who never know? You never know. Hey, Mark DiBiasio. Hello, Robert. Just joining. It's a lot more fall-like since you were here. Lots of fall colors. So I'm glad to hear. It's a beautiful time of the year, and I'm sure it's a lot cooler. What do you think your muffler man count, the Route 66 muffler man count was? Maybe 20. I didn't keep track. I'm not really good at keeping track of stuff, but we probably saw 20 in total, at least. And there's a map on, I think it's on Roadside America, that lists all the muffler men and gals around the country. We may do a muffler man trip at some point, but I'm not certain. We're gonna get a hard Sunday and Monday here in Jersey. I hope everybody's okay. We might be going to Yellowstone in the summer of 2026. That's a great trip. I really want to go back to that area. Yeah, Yellowstone, more than Yellowstone, the Tetons, because I've been to Yellowstone 3 times or 4 times now, but the Tetons only once. How many guitars do you take with you on your journeys? None, really. I might get me a travel guitar at some point. I mean, I don't know. I have this chair here. I have 4 here. I usually don't have the room, but in the ORV now, maybe I do. My mom says, thank you so much for the greetings and the love. Have an excellent weekend. Lots of blessings. Love, Mom. And Dylan is here too. Hey, Dylan. How are you, man? A meetup near Kennedy Space Center on a SpaceX launch date. That one I would sign up for in a heartbeat. Forgot to mention, my wife Leonor says hello to you, Anili. Well, hello to you and Leonor, and thank you so much for the hospitality last month. We had a great time in Ontario, and we'll be back. We'll be back next summer. From Matt Harrison, Robert, your videos have inspired us to take road trips with our trailer. Just finished 2 weeks on the Oregon-Washington coast. Thanks. Oh, the Oregon coast, and that's a treat. That's one of my favorite areas as far as natural beauty in the whole country. Crazy how excited we got over those muffler men. My son thought we were crazy. Yeah, right. It's a thing. I mean, it's a thing. It probably shouldn't be. I mean, it's just a giant sculpture, but it's I believe in Australia you also have like giant things in certain places. I read that somewhere at some point, and it's something that I want to see as well. So I enjoyed the Tetons more than Yellowstone. We saw much more wildlife. The Tetons, I think, have, well, unless you go to Lamar Valley in Yellowstone, that's like crazy amount of wildlife. But yeah, the Tetons, I saw the big moose and so many bison and other creatures with antlers that I don't know exactly what they're called. But and it's just those the mountains right there, boom, in your face. Yellowstone is so big, and there's so many different areas and different habitats and topography. It's kind of the northern half of Yellowstone I like better. Daniel Ruiz, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. We love you, Alma. My wife and I are going to Maui next week to celebrate our 55th wedding anniversary. Well, congratulations, 55th. I'm not even 55 years old yet. Well, I'm gonna be very soon, but yeah. Oh man. I'm trying to see who else is here. Sometimes I'm bad at scrolling this thing. El Mandalorian. We saw tons of wildlife at Custer Park. Yeah, Custer State Park is it's another must. Another must. One of my favorite giant things in Australia, the wagon ram. Anatomically correct. Well, I do have to go and. Natalie, is there like a website, a map with all those giant things for when I go? The big prom, big banana, big pineapple, big merino, just to name a few. Prawns on the Barbie. That's all I want. Prawns on the Barbie. Or is it shrimp? I don't know. um, Victorian lady, happy mail arriving in 2 to 3 days. Enjoy. Oh well, thank you very much. I'll be monitoring my informed delivery at the PO box. Uh, it's a good thing Christmas comes only once a year. Yeah, right. Leslie Evans, I wonder why Route 66 became so important over all the other Old West, East West highways, like US 50, US 6, US 20. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that it supposedly was the first paved road, like completely paved from end to end, and good marketing. It was in the Grapes of Wrath, which I'm still reading. I haven't finished it. We saw the movie, but the book is so much better. Um, Maybe because they wrote a song about it. I think it's mostly marketing. Probably US 50 is more interesting in the sense that it goes almost coast to coast and it crosses two mountain ranges and whatnot. We got new phones today. I need bourbon. We need to go to Kentucky. Edna Kruger in Odessa. We have a 6 foot 6 inch jackrabbit sculptures, close to 30 of them. I painted 3 of them scattered through town. Odessa, that's a town that I would love to visit as well. Just because I used to follow a YouTube channel of someone who lived there. But double nickels, as you hear on the CB. The giant prawn of Exmouth. I saw it when I was there in 2003. Yeah, we need to do an Australian trip for sure. Oh, what are the chances? On Facebook, waiting for you. Nowhere Grill is live. Are they watching? Do they know I'm wearing their T-shirt? Wouldn't that like be funny? Yeah, they are live at Nowhere Grill. They have live music today. Yeah. Anyway, Brandon Baragri, my thoughts on Route 66, Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and Oklahoma are about old route, and Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, and California are more about scenery. I would tend to agree. I mean, Texas, not so much. But New Mexico, Arizona, and California, for sure. Yes, I agree. I totally agree. And there's some scenery in Missouri. Once you're going through the Ozarks, there's not scenery like out west, but pretty rolling hills. And it's if you do it in spring like we did, it's beautiful. The Lost RVers, thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Here's to Q26 and $2 in gas. That will get me exactly from Quartzsite. It wouldn't even get me to Blythe, I don't think, but thank you anyway. Pismo Beach, hey young Dave, Pismo Beach has 3 giant clams that are painted to match the season. Oh, that's pretty cool. Edna Kruger, I-20 goes through Odessa. Not much of landscape, but beautiful sunsets and good food. Well, if the food makes up, I know that's like oil country, is flat and yeah. Where is this at? This is a stone throw away from Pelicamp in near Perry, Florida. Just Mike today. Patty retires next week. Hey, congratulations, Patty. Well, if she's not here, but tell her congratulations. Robert, did you hear New Camp came out with a new travel trailer? It's called the Haven 220 Travel Trailer. I saw it. The only thing that I don't like about it is that it's single axle. But I looked at it and I really like the layout. I really like everything about it. So, Nowhere Grill owes you a drink and a meal. You promoted them. LOL. Yeah, that's true. And the previous owner, Mark, who gave me this T-shirt, he gave me a free beer here and there. No, only once actually. But yeah, Nowhere Grill. It's the local watering hole. And Mark RV an outdoor life. Hey Mark, the backcountry office is open, so I'm going in to make another reservation. Hey, yay, let's do it. Yeah, the Grand Canyon, man. We gotta do it. Yeah, actually, I think all he gave me was this T-shirt. 2 of them actually, and I use them to run in the morning because they're bright color. The other one is like bright green, so that's what I use them for. Why is Robert not drinking? Well, we kind of overdid it over the past month, and we're going on a cruise in 2 weeks, so we figured, let's detox. I mean, we've been alcohol free for a few days now, for this whole week, and I'm gonna, eventually, I'm gonna have a beer or some champagne. But oh, hold on, can I do this? Joanne Walker, crazy, it won't let me give you more than $1.99 super chat. Wasn't able to adjust it, sorry, no problem. Well, thank you. I always appreciate guys. Rafael Ugale, hello, hi. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here. Sarah Casio, choo-choos. That's what you call it when you go like, it went lower now. And Brandon Barr agreed, Texas on Route 66 is kind of like intermission between 2 very different parts. Yes, it is. I would say it's like the true beginning of the West. Actually, once you go past Oklahoma City, it's kind of gradual, but that's where the map folds, right? That's where, like when you start see, yeah, we're not in the Great Plains or whatever anymore. This is more like the tall grass prairie, and LOL, I always toot my Topo Chico bottle. There you go. Sean Patterson, you should take a single axle for a tow sometime. We have a twin axle now, but towed single axle for years with no issues. We hitched up and it was just fine. My biggest fear with a single axle is a blowout or losing a tire or something like that. That could be catastrophic. You know, in a dual axle, you lose a tire, something happens, you still have three. That's the only thing. But yeah, I mean, I've thought about doing single axle. I've never had one, so I really don't know the difference. I'm in Chattanooga, John P. Chattanooga right now, hitting Rock City, Cloudland Canyon, and Red Top Mountain. Based on your videos, yeah, you will not regret it. Red Top Mountain, yeah, that's kind of closer to Atlanta or Marietta, or yeah. I mean, Rock City is kind of touristy, but it's still very cool. Just so you can see 7 states, which you really can't. But spoiler alert. But that's a cool spot. And while you're there, I would do Ruby Falls as well. It's an interesting waterfall inside a cave. I mean, it's there's a lot to do in the Chattanooga area. Just put it that way. Margaret Contreras, hola Roberto, enjoying the live chat. Want to detox from alcohol, stay hydrated. Viva Traveling Robert, yes. Wet the lip of the bottle, then blow. Might help, okay. Contemporary musical instruments. You know, you should save all these Topo Chico bottles. I bought like a 12-pack and have them at different heights and try to make music, you know, by going from different bottle to bottle. Yeah. Need a moonshine jug to blow into Teehaw. Just a quick question, Robert, from TJK3173. How many of the caves and springs have you been to in Missouri? Well, I've been to Fantastic Caverns, Merrimack, and back in 2020, I went to all the springs that are along the national waterways down in the southern part of Missouri. I really enjoyed some of those Blue Springs. I think is one of them. The 100th meridian is considered by some to be the beginning of the West. Yeah, it's that. And you see it. If you see it on the map, that's what it goes from green to like beige. Yeah. What's the worst weather you ever had to drive the RV through? There was a very bad storm in Florida once. Actually, a trip that I took with Mom. We were coming back and you just couldn't see anything. But as far as wind, we got caught in I want to call it a snowstorm, but it's not a snowstorm. It was just snowing. It was crossing Cloudcraft in New Mexico. And, you know, we were minding our own business, driving. It was raining a little bit, and then we started gaining elevation, and all of a sudden, rain turned into snow. And that's what happens when you are from Florida and don't know anything about snow. But, I mean, I haven't really been caught. When I was at the wall in South Dakota, the first time that I was there was a really bad storm. And I got kind of scared because I was somewhat close to the edge. But yeah, it almost felt like a derecho. It was windy, but that's about it. I mean, I haven't really been in a true emergency on the road. Jim in DC. Oh my God, always looking for bears. Just when you think it's clean and green, you'll get a bite from Old Smoky. Heading out, driving award. I didn't get it. Handing out a driving award. Okay, there you go. Sean Patterson, fair point regarding a flat. My dad did have a flat on a single axle, but it was a 13-foot in 1971 Sprite. I don't know why the way it was, but not much. Yeah. Hey, Garces on the road. Hello, Robert, Ilya, moderators. Glad to be able to join the chat again. Happy long weekend. We have to wait. Are you going to the Tampa show this year? Because maybe we can have like a party at the parking lot or something. You blowing on a bottle sounds like Jimmy Buffett's Jolly Monsing. Sonora, Texas on I-10 and have caves nearby. One has a beautiful formation, a butterfly formation. We need to go there. I've driven by Sonora, Texas several times. LOL, you're supposed to say spoiler alert before the spoiler info. Well, yeah. Single axles. Hey, Alan Chitwood from Manteca. Single axles were okay when the speed limit was 55 back in the days of old. I still with Minitini, I don't go over 65, but Pelicruiser and the newer Minitinis that I had, yeah, I would push 70 when I felt it was safe. So many rigs with a roll on single axles certainly makes you pay attention to bearings and pressure. Bearings? What are bearings? But pressure I do monitor. Bearings, the last time I packed the bearings, I screwed something up. So next time I'm going to pay somebody to do it. Do you drive many hours in a day when towing? 8 hours is kind of my limit, which is really 6.5 hours by the GPS, which is around 420 miles or so. So I think I remember a video of you at Badlands with incoming storm on a work day. Yeah, that was, and it was on my own too. So, we'll be there, ready when you are. All right. I might boondock in that area this year. Florida State Park's motto is the real Florida, and I agree 100%. The annual pass is on one of the best deals around. I've never had the annual pass for the state parks, but now that I'm gonna have the ORV, which is still to be named, there will be something else in my future too. I'm another spoiler alert, but yeah. But I do have the annual pass for the national parks, and that one is definitely worth the $80. Parts of I-10, the speed limit is 80. I know, that's crazy. And in Idaho too, I think I-94 is it the one that goes through southern Idaho? 80 miles per hour. Bearing, it's where you are. Yeah, right. It's also Volcano by Jimmy Buffett. I've been overserved. I see. Yeah. I do need to listen to the whole Jimmy Buffett anthology once again. Raul Medina, if you ever do Sonora Caves, let me know. Just a short 2-hour drive for me. It will definitely be along I-10 on the way to or from the west, right? And you happen to be at the exact halfway point, so. I remember my parents always driving at 55 miles an hour as a child, and now that I think of it. And let me tell you something. On this last trip, I was driving at 65, and I was very conscious of staying at 65 on Starship. It feels like you're standing still. I don't know how people could drive at 55, when it was the national speed limit. Question, we are at a quarter century. Yeah, we are at the end of the year. We're going to be exactly a quarter of the 21st century. Can you believe that? Lee Green, wish everybody a wonderful weekend. Stay safe. You too. Alan Chidwood would love to go on that cruise. You guys have a great time. We sure will. I'm really looking forward to it. And Garces, Robert, save us a spot close to you, and we will provide the coffee and maybe the booze too. Hey, now that's what I call incentive. It's good to lose your bearings on the weekends. Yeah, figuratively, I'm sure. Yes, I stayed at 65 on the 80-mile-an-hour roads. Everyone was flying past. Yeah, that might even be more dangerous than speeding. Leslie Evans, single axle trailers are much more difficult than double axle trailers. And the 385 goes through Odessa and goes north to almost Mount Rushmore. Huh. I need to spend more time out west, that's for sure. But then again, if you go slower, you save a lot more fuel. Like towing Minitini 1, granted, Minitini 1 is what? Probably it was 4,000 pounds as loaded. We were doing 12, 13 miles per gallon, even a lot more than when you are able to go 70. That MPG goes down to 9 really quickly. So, Rafael Lugali, what's the next Friday live stream? We're going to be here. We're going to be here the Friday after. I'm probably going to do it from my balcony at the Valiant Lady if we have internet. So, yeah. Red Jaguar, towing the Jeep, I stay below 65 mph except when passing. Then I hit 70. Yeah. Yeah, 65, it's... I'm a Miami driver, so, I like to drive fast sometimes. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Everyone in the chat, have a great weekend. Thank you, Lisa. And we'll sure... Yeah, we will. Natalie Driscoll, enjoy the cruise. We are going on a Royal Caribbean cruise to New Zealand over Christmas. Cool. Of course, you guys are so close. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, at some point, I gotta explore that part of the world. It probably won't happen this March just because it's too close and we need a lot of planning for that. But, and you say March is the best time of the year to go. So probably still sounding. And the Topo Chico meter is out, so we're going to start wrapping this up soon. Hey, Mr. Supervisor Jim Foster. Howdy, Robert. Just got time to say hello before you go. Was driving and now making Sonia dinner. Now, did you get her some dunking? That's all that matters here. Mr. Supervisor has arrived. Well, we're certainly having a great time. One thing for this Sunday is going to be the last Route 66 related video for a couple of weeks. I'm just going to do the more recent stuff. I don't know if you do, but I need a break from Route 66. And then next Friday, I'm going to do something different. Well, Sunday is going to be that Route 66. Then Wednesday is going to be Detroit. And then Friday, we're going to do M25. And we're going to do it right before the live stream. Because there's this YouTube setting, I think, that you can segue from one video to the next, like seamlessly. I don't know exactly how it works. So the M25 video is roughly 25 minutes. So I'm going to start it at 5:30, and then it should go from that one seamlessly into the live stream. We'll see if it works. Anyway, I'm going to grab the guitar so we can start wrapping this one up. I hope you all have a great weekend. And let's see if this one is in tune. It hasn't been played in over a month. So there's one string. That E doesn't sound quite right, does it? No, it's too sharp. Close enough. Everybody sing along. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be. All right, everybody, thank you so much, 'cause I'm free in my RV, Once again, Sonia, congratulations on the Gladiator. And yeah, Sonia is starting her live stream right now. Everybody, see you Sunday for the premiere. Bye, everybody.